Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Holly Kelly. This is Dr. Kelly's perspective for a phenomenally fabulous Friday, May 22nd. Okay, so as you can see here in sunny California, it is just a beautiful, beautiful day. Hey, Bridget, and that makes I just think that makes everything better. that makes everything that much better. Hey, Shima and Kim. So this is a long weekend for a lot of people because of the Memorial Day weekend. Typically what we see as the start of the summer in days of old. I mean, a huge, big old, long celebration where a lot of people getting on the road and heading to beaches and camping and all that kind of good stuff. This year, I'm sure for a lot of people, it's different because we don't have the freedom of movement with confidence in a lot of things. But so however you're going to celebrate the weekend, I'm hopeful that you have an awesome and a wonderful time. Even if it's different, have a good time. But I want to talk about something completely unrelated. My passion lane of leadership. And again, when I say leadership, I don't want you to bypass it if you're not in an official position. Hey, Serena, you too, lady. Or if you're not in the workforce, or if you're not in a supervisory or managerial role, sometimes it's very easy to say, oh, okay, that's not for me, she ain't talking to me. But yes, I am talking to you, because leadership is influence. And so at some point in some area of your life, you have the privilege to influence other people. Hey, Miss Keisha, you have the privilege to make a positive, lasting impact on others, influence on others. And so leaders in particular, I am going to ask that you do whatever it takes to build your courage muscle, so that you don't have to hide behind a title. You don't have to hide behind a position to get your job done. You don't have to hide behind a rank. You don't have to hide behind the organizational structure. So often, if we have not built up the leadership skills and experiences, and really the courage muscle to do the hard things, the courage muscles to have the difficult conversations. I'm talking difficult, uncomfortable, crucial conversations that have to be had. If you have not built up the muscle along the way, and now you've got this big fancy title, but you don't have the background or the courage to have those difficult, to even have the experience on how to make the decisions. Who do you bring in the room when you need to make these decisions? Who's on your board of directors when you need to make a difficult choice? Because most of us don't do that alone. We have a board of directors that we pull together to run some things past. If you have not had the experience to do that, if you didn't build your muscle as you were climbing up the ladder, you're about to jack some things up. I don't need to try to fancy that up. You're gonna jack some things up, because for every decision that you make, there's a person behind that. There's a family behind that. And yes, that person has to do what they need to do, but I'm talking from the leadership perspective. If you've got someone that is not pulling their weight, that's a difficult conversation that needs to be had. Let me tell you what the easy thing to do. The easy thing to do is to go and write somebody up. The easy thing to do is to go start an investigation, go have someone start an investigation on them. When that could be the last resort. in a lot of cases, sometimes we jump straight to a level 10 and we bypass all of the other intermediary steps that could have been done, that if handled well, if handled properly, if handled with courage and excellent leadership skills, not only does the situation resolve itself, but the person grows in the meantime, the team grows in the meantime. Everybody is strengthened when you are in a situation where you see something handled with excellence. I'm not talking about she stepped on my toe and then he cussed me out. I'm not talking about that. That kind of stuff, hopefully you can handle with your eyes closed. I'm talking about serious issues where lives and careers are involved. So I just want to encourage you, leaders, every opportunity you get to make a hard call, if it makes your stomach turn over, because it's going to be so uncomfortable. If your first inclination is to say, oh my goodness, I don't want to do that because, oh no, it's just going to be, that's what you've got to run toward. You got to run toward that, because that's the only way you build those muscles. Every uncomfortable situation that you shy away from, that you ignore, that you overlook, and that big pile of mess is in the floor and it is stinking with a stench, and you just walking right past it and looking right over it. Everybody knows, everybody sees it, everybody smells it, and everybody expects you, the leader, to handle it. And so when you overlook everything you overlook, you've just set a new standard for that. Everything that you overlook. So, I'm really talking simple things. You build your muscles when you call somebody on coming in late, leaving early, extending their lunch period. Little things. If you are not willing to build your muscle and get the courage up and the consistency on things like that, go sit down somewhere, because there's no way in this world you're going to open your mouth when we see some theft going on. When we see serious lack of integrity going on, you're not going to open your mouth. Dumbi, mwah. Very good to see you. Hey, Elder Whitley, and I think Elder Solomon. So I'm just saying, if you have the privilege to lead or get out of the way because you're a stumbling block, you're holding things up. Someone who should be in the position, and I'm not saying, sometimes you're thrust into situations. You didn't expect it, you weren't necessarily preparing for it, but now you're in the situation. Just don't stay the same. Don't stay without knowledge. Don't go seek assistance from someone who is a leadership rabbit for you. I talk about rabbits often. I'm just saying, you have to be in the position to handle your business if you have the privilege to carry a title with you, especially. Okay, stuff falling all around you and you just walk around like tiptoe through the tulips. If I don't say anything, maybe it don't work like that. Just because you don't say anything, just because you ignore it, just because you overlook, you minimize, you excuse it, I promise you it's not going to be handled. I promise you. This goes even in our families. We don't have to be in corporate America anywhere. In our families, we overlook and bypass and excuse and minimize bad behavior in the family, and just steady walking right on by it, and I ain't gonna say nothing to her. She act a fool every time you want to say something. Okay, every time you overlook, hey Deb, thank you too. Have a wonderful weekend. Every time you overlook and let an opportunity bypass you to grow your courage muscles, I promise you, you are delaying your growth. You're delaying your growth. And when you could be in a position to make an organization, a company, a team, a church, a classroom, a family better, you won't have the muscle. So don't pass up the opportunity. Yeah, I already know it's uncomfortable. Yeah, I know it can be embarrassing. Yes, I know it's going to keep you up at night. It should keep you up at night. It should. You're in a position to lead and impact lives. Those decisions should keep you up at night because there are people attached to every decision you make. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox, go, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this phenomenal weekend. Have an awesome, wonderful weekend, this beautiful Memorial Day here in the U.S. It's our Memorial Day, so enjoy your weekend. It's a little different, but so is everything else, and you know what? It's probably going to be like that. We're going to say that for the rest of the year. 4th of July is going to be like different. Labor Day is going to be different. Okay, everything's going to be different, so let's just figure it out and enjoy it. Take real good care of yourself. And until next time, just keep on doing that. Take care of yourselves. If you're a leader, I want you to build your courage muscle. I know that much. Don't pass up the next opportunity.